What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Virzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Virzi, and you guys are listening to episode. I'm just making sure that everything is set here. Yes, you guys listening to episode 632. How the hell is everybody doing? I know that there are big things going on here in the United States of America. I know that because I was just in Canada. I got back yesterday into the country. I was actually in Canada for election day here. I did early voting this year. I did the early vote, which I've never done before. But that country cares so much. We're going to get into all of that stuff. We're going to get deep too. We're going to get deep today with how people treat you, how you get treated, how you should act. I'm going to talk about some shit like that today. A little bit of the election, not too crazy. Everybody is, there's a little more than half the people very happy, and there's half the people that are very upset, or a little less than half, I should say. But yeah, I mean, whatever it is, in a way, I'm kind of glad it's over. We're going to talk about everything. Again, welcome to the Virzi Effect. Thank you, guys. We had to skip a week because of travel, but I want to thank my last guest, Brett Ernst, on the Virzi Effect. And before I get started, I just want to thank you all for listening to the Virzi Effect. Please check out the Virzi Effect everywhere you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify. Please rate and review the show. Sometimes I'm in studio in New York City with a guest like I was with Brett. Sometimes I am sitting here from my little home studio. By the way, we are doing renovations in here, okay? And I'm about to knock this shit down. We're going to have a big space, or a bigger space. We're redoing this whole thing. It's going to look completely different. We're going to have the Virzi Effect sign in the home studio. So all that is coming. And I have to thank you guys for a lot of things. One, everybody who came out to see me in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. All right. At Uncle Vinny's last weekend. We sold the place out. It was insane. There were so many fans of the Virzi Effect, of anything better, of Bone to Pick, and there were people yelling out about those shows. There were people who said, "Oh, you're reasonable," which brings me to thanking all of you for watching my brand new special, which is on YouTube right now, called Reasonable Man. It has been up there for what, almost a month, not even a month, and it is doing fantastic. The reviews, I cannot thank you for the comments. I cannot thank you enough for the amazing comments. And also, we're about to hit a milestone. The show is doing well. So please watch it, share it, and tell a friend. That's all I ask you guys do. I put up my own money for it, and I just did it myself. And I was like, I'm not dealing with anybody else. So I wanted to put it out there so you guys had it. So yeah, watch, share it, like it, and all that. Thank you so much, Reasonable Man, right now on the Paul Virzi YouTube channel. Yeah, it was weird being in Canada, having so many people like looking at the election thing. And I'm going, you guys care? And they're like, oh, yeah, it has a lot to do with us. And I was like, yeah, but your president's a bitch. No, I'm kidding. I was just, no, I was just like, what? And I didn't realize a president in Canada could technically be president for 20 plus years. They get 5-year terms, and people don't want them to be in that long, but they could be there forever, because I think Trudeau is in there for almost a decade, and then that can happen here as well. I mean, that can happen. What's it called? That can't happen here, but it can happen there, and they could just keep getting 5-year terms, and it could be whatever. But they said, like here, they get tired. Like after a while, it changes. So Donald Trump wins the U.S. election for president, and it looks like the Republicans are taking over the House and the Senate. And look, however you feel about this, it's what it is. Just know, like I know, that we're going to do this again in 4 years. And however you feel about it, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I predicted a Trump win, and the only reason why I predicted it was just because of I just feel like the way that her campaign was going, it didn't look like I don't know. If one thing though did tell me something, and this is a big deal, and it's a good thing. This is a good thing, not for whether for the outcome of this, but it's a good thing in general. because usually the United States of America is so obsessed and cares about celebrities so much. We care about celebrities. We care about what celebrities are doing. We watch what celebrities do. People in this country buy the same clothes as celebrities. They want to eat at the same places. It's ridiculous. But what it showed is that celebrities don't matter if celebrities don't matter. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, none of them mattered. And regardless if you like the outcome or not, I don't think that's a bad thing because it goes to show that, like, you don't, whoever, it's not about your favorite singer liking somebody, so you should. It's about what you feel is needed in your life and for your family and for the country and your values. That's what it is. So it either went against your what you wanted or didn't, but I wouldn't want my you shouldn't want that to be the reason. Okay, if you're voting for somebody because fucking Beyonce said to, you're fucking a moron. That's it. You just are. If you're voting for somebody because you like fucking Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, you're a fucking moron. All right. If you're voting for somebody because Hulk Hogan came out at a rally with a fucking feathered lei around his neck or whatever, going like this and shit, you're a fucking moron. Okay. It should never be that. On either side, you shouldn't have to have a fucking singer, a country singer, a fucking actor come out and say something and think it's going to matter. And this election did show that it doesn't. And I think on both sides, that's a good thing, period. All right. I don't need to know that fucking Julia Roberts, even though I liked her and, sleeping with the enemy, I don't need to fucking vote for somebody because Julia Roberts said to. So, in that sense, it should let people know, both sides know, that when you have a rally, it doesn't matter who the fuck you bring out. What matters is like what you're bringing to the table, I think. So, um, if whatever people feel about this, it's going to go away, whether you like it or you don't like it. We're going to be back to where we are. All you could do is hope for the best for you and your family. But this is the other thing that I wanted to talk about, okay? That I don't understand. I've seen some people on social media, and all that they were doing, people I know, even people that I used to go to school with or that I really like, on both sides we're going, and people do this on both sides. People in your family do this. Okay, what they say is, and again, this isn't a political show at all. I'm just saying I wish the best for the country, but I'm just talking about the aftermath of this. And what I've noticed with the aftermath of this is that all the people going, hey, just vote, doesn't matter, just vote, go out there and vote, it's not too late, vote early. My love language is people that vote. And then those same people are either like, see, I love you so much, or going, how can you vote for that? How can you vote for that? Why would you do that? Now I know who you really are. And I was going, well, wait a minute. You're saying you love people that vote, and voting means so much to you, and it's sexy when people just register and vote, and let me see your vote sticker, and oh my God, your vote sticker, this is fucking great, look, you voted, you're part. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good that you're part of it? Doesn't it feel good that you think, and then all of a sudden you do it and you're like, what the fuck, remember you did this, you fucking piece. So it's like, oh, you want me to vote for who you want me to vote for, whether your person wins, okay, or loses, you wanted me to vote for that. That's who you. So you don't. It's not your love language. Voting is not your love. Voting for who you want me to vote for is your love language. Voting for the policies and the person that you want. That's what makes you happy. But if it goes either way, okay, even people that are like, yeah, right, we did it, and you're going, but what if you just said vote? Just tell me to vote. It matters. Um, I don't know if I spoke about this on the show. Did I speak about I don't know if I spoke about this on the show. So if I did, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell the story again. Okay. I'm going to tell the story again. And I'm gonna definitely talk about this on Bone to Pick, but I'm not gonna act like this is my bone now. I'm just gonna tell you something that happened to me, and it never happened to me before. Okay. Um, I was a buddy of mine reached out and a buddy of mine, and I learned that I used to do the I don't vote thing. I don't care. I'm not going to vote. That whole George Carlin thing. Well, it's not my fault. You put these assholes in office. But then somebody talked to me and said, even if you don't want to vote for a certain thing, you could do a write-in for that, but vote for what you want to vote for, what you believe in. So I kind of started taking that, I started to take that mentality. So long story short, I'm going to be in Canada, so I got to vote early. And I want to take part in every election that I can now because I realize that like your voice is at least heard some way. There is a statistic that shows all of the votes, and as an American I realize kind of how cool it is to kind of do that. um and again, if you guys think it's two evils, then just do what I did, like the just fucking write somebody in, but you could still vote for local stuff, all that different stuff, okay? And I'm in, a buddy says, "Oh, you can go to this place. It's in the back of this hotel, and there's early voting." So I did that the weekend before I left the country. And then I'm in a Walgreens or a CVS. I'm in a CVS and I'm on the phone with that person. And I go, "Hey, man," I go, "Thank you." I go, "Thank you so much for telling me where to vote. I just voted." And I'm like in the men's razors section. And this woman just turns the corner, middle-aged woman, and she looks me up and down. She goes, "Who'd you vote for?" And I go, "Excuse me?" She goes, "Who'd you vote for?" And I go, I don't like anybody, man. I just did a write-in." And she goes, "No, you didn't. Who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for?" And then she said something. She goes, "You're lying to me." She goes, "I don't care. I don't even care anyway. I don't even like these people. I don't even know who's even running." She's like lying to me. It's like, you fucking bitch. You know who the fuck you voted for, and you know who who you like, who you don't like. Now I didn't know who she was for, but I knew she was like, "I don't even know these people. I don't even." And she was like, "Come on, well, tell me, tell me." And I go, she goes, "Well, if you had no choice, if you were gonna vote, who would it be?" And then she's like, looking at me. She goes, "Oh, you're a Trump? Is it Trump?" And she's like squinting her eyes, trying to find out. And I was just like, "Nah, man, I don't care." She's like, "Well, I don't care anyway," or whatever. And then she like just walked away. I wanted to be like, how fucking rude and intrusive is that? And what made me mad about it was I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself. What I should have said was, "Ma'am, it's none of your business who I voted for. But whoever you voted for, best of luck to you and whoever you voted for. But it's none of your business." And as an American, that's something that I really love my privacy with, is that. And I remember I was performing in Kentucky one time, and there was a staff woman, just somebody working there, and she goes, "I like to do that." And again, if I sound repetitive or I told this, but I'm just thinking about it after the thing. And she was like, "Yeah, that my right is to not have to tell anybody who I voted for." And ever since I thought that, now of course I'm going to tell my close friends, I'll tell my family, sometimes, but like a stranger going up to you, "Hey, who'd you vote for? Did you vote for this? Did you vote for that?" you know People texting you, "So who'd you vote for?" And I'm going, "Well, if I tell you who I voted for, then that means like," and that gets out. Half the people will be happy. Half the people, what are not going to like me. Half the people are going to love me. So it just became this thing where it's like, no, man, vote and keep it to yourself, and that's fine. But to go up to somebody intrusively like that in a fucking CVS while they're buying razors, and go, "Come on, just tell me, come on, I don't," just like look at me up and down, "Just tell me if you had to, if you had to." And it was like she was really, really prying. And I don't know. My guess is she wanted. I don't know. I don't know what she really was trying to accomplish there. Was she trying to was she polling people? Was she going to leave CVS going, "Yeah, I got about 8 to 11 people, and I got this many for Trump and this many for Harris"? So here's like, what is she like polling, telling her friends at dinner? I've been going into stores like CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid. That's where I was. I was in a Rite Aid, by the way. I just figured it. I was in a Rite Aid. I was in a Rite Aid in Connecticut, of all places. And this lady's looking me up and down. She looked like she had money. She looked like she had money. She looked like she was doing good. She just looked me up and down. And I guess, I come across as friendly. I was like smiling when she did it. But then afterwards, I was like, I should have just said, "It's none of your fucking business." You know what I should have done? I should have almost like scared her into fucking asking that question to anybody else again. Not even in a mean way. Just like, "Ma'am, it's really none of your fucking business. Don't just walk away from me right now." I bet you if I did that, she would have never asked anybody again. But another thing I wanted to talk about was was holy shit, dude. The fact that it is November 7th right now, and Halloween just came and went, and now we're looking at Thanksgiving, and it is true what they say, man. Time flies when you get older. The older you get. I know that's some old people shit to say, but anyway, in closing, in this, I hope whatever happened to you emotionally in the election, you're good. And if it worked out for you, great. If it didn't work out for you, I hope you're good. I hope everybody's just okay and could move on. And I would be lying if I told you the meltdowns. You know, I've seen elections on both sides, and the meltdowns are like watching the meltdowns of every election for me. Every election, whether it's the left, whether it's the right, well, whoever it is, it's like a compilation of bad singing on American Idol to me, which if you guys follow my social media, you know sometimes on my Instagram stories and that I come across an epic one and I just love it. But the meltdowns are, make no mistake about this, okay? And some of you may get mad. You can be mad, you can be disappointed. Who the fuck am I or anybody else to tell you how you should act after that? However, that being said, I saw a woman run into a wall. She purposely ran into, her head ran into a door thing. She fell down. I saw somebody screaming like a toddler. I saw somebody rambling and not making sense. I saw people saying that I mean, some of the things that were being said, and it just let me realize, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of mentally ill people out there, and a lot of mentally ill people vote. That's the thing. You could see all these millions of votes for these candidates, whatever it is, 60 something million for this one, 70 something million for this one. That's a lot of people. You have to understand that in that almost 150 million people that vote in this country, whatever it is, there is a significant chunk of those people that are mentally fucking sick and ill. And they're able to vote because there's no psychological test. But if you want entertainment, just go to Meltdown Collaborations, and you know, and I really got to say, it's really cool to see people just go, hey, if your person won, great, I'm happy for you. If your person didn't, I'm sorry, and just be normal about it. Unfortunately, that's a very rare thing, and that does not happen anymore. Hopefully, things work out. Everybody's okay. People could come together, and because we're gonna be here in 4 years, everybody. And you want to know what they're gonna say in the next 4 years? They're gonna say, "This is the most important election of your life. Your life depends on it." I will leave it at that. That's what they're going to say. And it is what it is. So there you go. God bless America, no matter what happens. And moving on. One thing I wanted to talk about. This is a heavy thing to talk about, but sometimes when I talk about this shit on the Virzi Effect, because I can't really talk about this on anything better or Bone to Pick, because those are specific shows. But Virzi Effect is for me to kind of talk to you people and to let you understand me a little bit. Get into the personal side of Paul Virzi, and that's why I love talking to you guys. You guys are gonna be seeing some really cool stuff. I shot something I'm not allowed to talk about. You guys will be seeing it though. In I believe in March, and it's a cool thing I did. I'm in all 10 episodes of this docu series, so it should be fun. But I was talking about like how people I saw something online that sparked this, I guess I should say. And again, there's really going to be nothing funny about this, really. But it's just a piece of, I guess, advice, and if it can help you, it help you. And if you see me at a show, and oh, by the way, I can't wait for you guys to see the new shit. I mean, I'm not joking, man. Come out, ask people who see me live, watch the new shit. I can't wait for you guys to see me. But I'm not even talking shit. I'm just really happy and excited about the new material. But I heard somebody say something, and this really changed things for me because a light bulb went off. And what it was people treat you how they see you. Okay. So however you're perceived by somebody is how they are going to treat you. And I realized some because my wife was saying some shit to me like, you're too accessible. And when you like somebody, you're too open. And I realized that I need to pull back with that, with stuff in my career and stuff. But the thing about me is when I go shy or quiet and I'm not telling you things, then that means I'm not really comfortable anymore, or I'm just not, I just, I don't know. Like if I'm like that, then I'm really kind of not being me because I want to be open, especially to people that I, love and care about. And but you gotta understand how people treat you. All right, whether this is family, whether it's friends, whether it's employers, whatever it is, people are going to treat you the way they fucking see you. And that could be a harsh reality sometimes because now you're saying to yourself, well, that person treats me like shit. Do they not care? Well, it's not necessarily that they don't care, but they're putting you in a category. They're putting you in a priority list. And what you have to do is you have to be away from people that don't put you high up on their list because they're treating you how they see you. And they may treat you, okay? And again, this is not to be preachy or anything. This is to help you because there's people in your lives that you really need to either step back from or cut out. Fucking period. And it's how they treat you. And to your face and to you, you'll get the sense, oh man, they like me. They're in my corner. But they're really not sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's a facade. It's to act like it is, but no. What they're doing is they're either comparing themselves, they're either, whatever it is, looking in the mirror and then this and that, and they don't, they kind of they're hoping for a fall or whatever it is. Sometimes these people don't. Sometimes these people are great and you don't have to worry about it and they're great people. And sometimes, you want to make sure that you're not reading into things too much and all that stuff. But just make sure you watch the people in your lives, how they treat you and where they put you, because that's going to be a big indicator, okay, of how you should treat them. Because don't be the person that gets taken advantage of and you're the better friend and you're the better person in the relationship and that person is not really reciprocating properly, if that makes sense. So what I would say to the Virzi effect listeners is watch how people treat you because they treat you how they see you. And it's something that woke me up to go like, oh shit, yeah, there's definitely people that love you and want to see you do good, and it's really genuine. And then there's people that's really not the case. And so and I know, listen, this is it. You're like, Paul, what the fuck, dude? I've been on the fence with this friend for a long time, or I've been I reconciled with my dad, and now I'm like, fuck this. I just listened to the Virzi effect, about to call people and cut them off. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be careful. Be fucking careful because sometimes things are not what they seem, and sometimes you can be getting taken advantage of because of the person that you are, you know. And then, but here's the worst part about this. The worst part about this is those fucking people, okay, will act like the victim. They'll act like, what happened? No, that's crazy. And it's like, no, 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 no. Not, no, dude. No, sweetheart. Nope. Don't do that. You know what the fuck you did. You know how you treat me. You know where you put me. And I do too. So that's the worst is when you call somebody out for their shit. Okay. You understand what somebody is. You figured it out. You figured them out. And you realize that just where they put you, and you can't really fuck with that anymore. Because listen to me, man, if Cat Williams said it best, if the people in your life are not lifting you and helping you and inspiring you, what are you doing? Do you understand? And it took me, listen, as we grow and as we evolve in life, you get smarter. I feel like I'm very perceptive of things. I can see things, and I'm learning. I'm learning about how it's communication, and sometimes you don't have to communicate with somebody to see what the fuck the deal is. So I will, that's all I wanted to say on the show today. And I hopefully, if this is happening to you or if this is something you have examples, please leave comments. And yeah. Oh shit. I gotta go to make sure. Hold on. I'm gonna do this on the phone with you guys. So there's no talking shit here. I'm gonna get the Greek freak on the phone and I'm gonna get him on the phone right now. And I'm gonna ask him about this email. So make sure that I get it. All right.
Message.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna find out if the questions for TVE at Gmail is up yet. If you guys are having problems with it, but I'm gonna try to make sure that that is up next week. So you guys can send your shit in, and what I'm gonna do is I am gonna read I'm gonna read like three or four of them, or like even if you guys just want to comment and say something, if I find it interesting, or if it's inspiring, or if there's a good quote, or whatever you guys want to do, or let me know. But if it's shit like this, let me know because I love when people come up to me at shows and they're like, "Yo, Paul, man, that thing that you said, this and that happened," and I'm like, "Yeah," you know, because that's life. Sometimes you have to figure things out, whether it's like an unpleasant thing or a shitty thing. But at the end of the day, it's all growing and it's all getting better, And you want to be associated with people that also have goals and that are trying to do things, you know. And keep your mouth shut about good things going on. That's another thing I learned. Keep your mouth shut. Like right now, some really special things going on. Just keep it shut and just wait and show and don't give people things. Because sometimes you give people things and without you knowing it, you giving them something causes resentment, but you don't know it because you're just excited and you think that person's going to be happy and excited. It could cause resentment. It could make people reflect on their shit. Don't do it. Stay quiet and humble. All right. That's what I would say. Stay quiet, humble. That can never hurt you. And just make sure you understand who the real people in your corners are, who the real people who love you are. And just be aware of everything going on. And the last thing I'll say on this, and it's just to put a button on it. People treat you how they see you. Period. Boom. I'm fucking nailing this episode, man. This episode got heavy. We started out with the election. Now I just dropped that shit on you guys. Okay. So let's get into something light. I will tell you guys a hilarious story. My wife is breaking my balls about this. We have friends. My kids' parents got a kick out of this. My wife was with some people in our community, and of course, I wasn't there, and they had a nice laugh at my expense. So I will tell you guys this shit. And she's like, "Oh, that's Paul in a nutshell," and I was like, "Paul in a nutshell." But anyway, so I'm doing this TV thing. I'm trying to shoot this TV thing, right? And I have to go out there, and the TV, the network says, make sure you have like 4 to 6 changes of clothes, solid colors, no, and all the colors. By the way, when you do TV, okay, when you shoot on TV on these cameras, they don't always love dark colors. I love dark clothes. I love grays and well, no, all the clothes that I loved, even white. For some reason, white doesn't work either. So they don't like black. They don't like white. Two of my favorite things to wear. They don't like grays and they don't like cream. All of my favorites. You give me white, you give me black, you give me like a cream colored hoodie, you give me grays. That's my shit. And they're like, no. They're like, we want oranges and pinks and purples and light blues and reds. So fine. I look good in red. My mother always said red is my color. I look good in red, whatever. So long story short, I'm like, man, I gotta go. I had to go to South Jersey to perform both Friday and Saturday. Then Sunday I have to fly to Toronto, and then Monday, Tuesday up early in the on set all day, shooting these 10 episodes all day, right? So I'm like, do I gotta go? I gotta go to the mall. Fuck that. I'm gonna just go. A new Marshalls had opened up near our house. Now Marshalls has a rack of clothes, and I'm figuring Marshalls, it will have solid colors. That's a 10-minute drive to me instead of like a 20 something minute drive at the mall. Then you got to park at the mall, walk around the mall, get back to the parking lot, come back. That's going to be like an hour or something. And I had a birthday party to go to. Shout out to Giannis Pappas and his little girl's birthday. I'm the godfather of one of the little girls, and I was like, I could just stop there for like an hour because I have to go run down to Jersey and perform, but I got to go get clothes because I have to be at the airport tomorrow, go to Toronto. So I go to a Marshalls 10 minutes from my house, and I walk into this Marshalls. Now, granted, I was there 3 weeks ago, and they had the clothes racks on the right when you walked in. I get into this place and I look and there's Christmas shit everywhere. No clothes, clothes off the rack. No clothes. There's no clothes. There's no rack of clothes. There's nothing. So I'm going, what's going on here? I don't know what's happening. Right. So then I'm walking around and then there's one aisle that says apparel. And I go in and they just have all these different colored t-shirts and thin hoodies, but like on a shelf, and there's like art stuff in there and I don't know what's going on. So out loud, I'm going, man, Marshalls has changed. This woman walks by and this woman goes, this woman walks by and I go to the woman. I go, man, Marshalls has changed. And she just literally doesn't acknowledge me and keeps walking. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm walking around. I don't see anything. So I take a thin red hoodie and a couple of colored t-shirts and I'm walking around. And then I see this employee and it was ponytail, all kinds of glitter, dressed weird. I didn't know. And I just go, excuse me. And they go, yes. And I go, yeah, this is Marshall's. And I'm in there for 15 minutes. And she goes, to be honest, the reason why I didn't, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It was a he or a she, but I don't know. So I don't want to misgender. I don't know. But they turn around and they go, yeah, excuse me. And I just go, is this Marshall's? And I go, no, no, this is Michael's. Marshall's is the next door. I was in fucking Michael's like craft shit for 15 minutes thinking that Marshall's completely changed their image. Completely changed their image. Completely like, like turned it like there was like, get Marshall's is into Christmas like this. And it was the next door, which was very close to it. So of course my wife gets complete kick out of it, tells people, and now I'm getting text messages and people busting my balls about it. So there you have it. But then she was like, we were at my daughter's game and she goes, I came home from Toronto, like came home for a second and then rushed, went out to my daughter's game at the school, her volleyball game. And my wife just was telling the story. I told the story to somebody and my wife goes, yeah, that's him in a nutshell. And I'm like, what does that mean? What? What do you mean that's sweet? She's like, well, you're not good with directions. So I'm like, what does that have to do with? And then I started to have panic and I'm like, wait, do I do this shit a lot? And then I started to freak out a little bit, of course, because that's what I do. When my wife says that there's a habit of something, I start freaking out with stuff like that. But that was so there you go. There's a little comedy for the Virzi effect on this one. I was gonna make sure that I threw a little comedy in there. And guys, please share this show with people. I know you guys listen to my other shows. I'm gonna have a guest when we get questions for TVE. I'm gonna try to call him one more time. I'm gonna try to call him one more time and see. Let's try. Come on, Andrew. This kid never doesn't pick up. All right. All right. It's not working, everybody. I'm sorry about that. I will talk to him and I will find out about the questions for TVE at Gmail. It should have been up already if you guys don't see it or whatever, but I'm going to make sure that I confirm everything. I thank you guys so much for listening to the show. I should be back in studio next week with a guest, I believe. Half you guys like it, half you guys don't. I don't know what to tell you guys, but please subscribe to the Virzi Effect. And please, guys, if you can, subscribe to my YouTube channel. All you got to do is go to my YouTube channel, just hit the subscribe button. I'm kind of building it, even though I've had it exist for a long time. This is the first time we're really kind of putting stuff on it and building it up really good. So go to it, hit the subscribe button, watch my new special, Reasonable Man, right now. If you watched it already, watch it again, share it with a friend. If you shared it with somebody, share it with another person. Anything that you could do, I really appreciate it. This is all done independently, and I thank you guys so much for that. Check me out at the Comedy Connection, Providence, Rhode Island, November 22nd and 23rd. Check me out at the Addison Improv in Dallas, basically, December 12th, with comedian and director Mike Young. Check out Mike Young's movie right now on Prime and Apple TV called Stealing Jokes, starring Jeff Dye. I make a little cameo towards the end of it when the credits are coming. It's actually pretty cool. And Brett Ernst, of course, coming out, the new Cobra Kai. And there you go, everybody. Go to paulvirzi.com for tickets. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get me on Instagram. Tell everybody I love you guys. I'll be back in studio with the guest very soon. I will see you guys next week. Take care.